Hi everyone, Hot Mess Mom 68 here, coming to you. I just wanted to put out there that I'm a mom of 3 beautiful boys. I'm a wife to a wonderful husband that I've been with for the last 17 years. Married this August for 16 years. And I have a lot of faith and a lot of belief in God and Jesus Christ. For the longest time, I was a member of the Mormon religion, born and raised, baptized at 8 like all the other kids my age, because it was tradition, because that's what you did. When you were 8 years old, you got baptized. You went through the classes with the missionaries, and that's just what you did. However, as I got older, I realized that the Mormon religion was not for me. There were things and the way that I lived my life that did not agree with the Mormon rules, did not agree with the church, did not agree with the people that were in it. And I had gone through something in my life that showed me what I needed to do to make my future better. And the Mormon religion did not agree with that. So we were, myself and my now husband, were judged by the members of this church. And we were to be judged whether or not to be excommunicated, which is kicked out of the Mormon religion, no longer a member, or suspended. And I was not going to deal with that. I was not going to have someone judge me for the decisions I have made in my life. There is only one judge, and he is God. And those people who were judging me and my now husband are only human. And humans make mistakes. Humans can be coerced. Humans are not perfect. And I was not going to be judged by members of a church that thought that the way I was living my life and my now husband was living his life was wrong. So we stopped going to church. And we stopped going for 16 years, actually. And we never went back. We never looked back. However, there were a couple times I looked back. Every member of the church was allowed in our home. As long as you came in our home and you talked to us like real people about life in general, we didn't have a problem with you being in our home. But if you started preaching to us about the religion or church, you were not allowed in our home any longer. Anyone, any member, missionaries, home teachers, visiting teachers, they were all welcome. But when they found out that I and my family didn't want to hear anything about the religion, that we didn't want to talk about the Mormons, they wanted nothing to do with us anymore. And until we moved into a ward where one of the members was our home teacher. And he came over every month. It was once a month he would visit us. And he became a very good friend, a very good confidant. His wife became a very good friend of mine. We still hang out to this day as couples. Our kids still hang out together. We still do things as a family, friends, as couples, everything like that. But he would walk into our home and not talk to us about the religion. He wouldn't preach to us. He'd talk to us about life and how we were doing as a family, how we were doing in our personal lives. And I love that. I love that he showed us that there were people out there in the Mormon religion that were nice and believed in us and did love us. And my husband and I had gotten to a point in our lives where we were struggling very hard. We were struggling a lot. And and we were trying to put food on the table, and we were having a hard time doing that. And we agreed to talk to the bishop of our ward at that time. Not with regret, but I was apprehensive because we hadn't gone to church in 15 years at that time. We hadn't participated in any religion stuff, and it didn't feel like we were warranted any help from the religion. But we were convinced that it would be okay. And so I got up the nerve and I called the bishop of our ward. And this is basically what he said. He said, well, we have standards in the religion, and you do not fall under those standards. Therefore, we will not help you. Now, if you come to church on Sunday, and I see you coming to church every Sunday, then maybe I will think about helping you. Well, I'm sorry. Once again, we are being judged by a people, a religion, that just because we don't go to church, we're not worthy to help. Right there and then I was done. I regretted my decision calling them. I regretted talking to him. I regretted even trying to bring the religion back into our life. I was done. That was it. And at the time, I was a massage therapist. And I was giving a massage to a wonderful woman by the name of Tasha. And she was very, not religious, but faithful, and had a lot of belief, like I did. You know, we have raised our boys to believe in God and Jesus Christ. We did not raise them to believe in a religion. We did not raise them to believe in a church. We raised them to believe in God and Jesus Christ. And she believed the same thing, except she went to a church called Stone Church, which is a Christian-based church. Now, she just invited us to come one Sunday. No obligation. You don't have to stay if you don't like it. Just come and see what it's like. So I went home and I talked to my husband about it. And he says, yeah, let's try it. Let's see what it's like. Because if anything, I miss the community that the religion gave us. Not the religion itself, but the community that came with it. And that was the only thing that I really missed with going to church, the Mormon religion. So we were like, yeah, let's give it a try. That was a year and a half ago. And we go every Sunday. We love walking through those doors. They make us feel welcome. They make us feel loved. We are a part of a community that cares about everyone. You can walk through those doors and be who you want to be, dress the way you want to dress, act the way you want to act. You can have tattoos. You can have gothic features. You can have piercings all over, and you will be accepted. There is no wrong in God's eyes, and that's how they see it. They believe that you come before God the way that you are. And it is wonderful feeling accepted. It is wonderful being loved by a community and a church. And our pastor is so great. He's my age. His name is Pastor Jeff. And he is so wonderful. And he doesn't preach at you. He doesn't yell at you. He talks to you about the Bible and about God and Jesus Christ, and the songs and the worship and the great community that is there is just phenomenal. I love going to church there. My family loves going to church there. I knew at some point that I wanted my boys to be baptized, but I wanted them to be baptized the way Jesus was baptized, outside, under the heavens, before God, with everyone surrounding him. And I knew that I couldn't find someone that would baptize them outside, but I wanted to find a way to baptize them in a community under God, before God, the way Jesus was, the way I felt baptism should be. Because baptism is for God. It's for you. It's not for the religion. It's not to become a member of a religion. It's to be baptized under God before all your loved ones and friends, before a community that loves you and respects you, before a people that believes the same things you do. And so I knew I wanted my boys to be baptized, but I wanted them to be baptized that way. We had been going to Stone for 8 months when my 13-year-old son, excuse me, I'm going to cry, said, "Mom, I think I want to be baptized." I was floored because I knew it had to be his decision. I knew that my boys needed to understand what baptism meant before they were baptized. What it meant to them, what it meant to God. And my 13-year-old son knew what all of it meant. He believed in it. He believed in God. And I was ecstatic, filled with love and joy that my 13-year-old son chose on his own to be baptized. He wasn't coerced. He wasn't talked into it. He wasn't told that this is what he's supposed to do. He chose to do it on his own. So we went to the pastor of our church and we told him that our son wanted to be baptized. And so they made arrangements, because they baptized once a month there. And we showed up that Sunday morning, an hour before church. He sat and took a class. And then that hour, the very first 30 minutes, my 13-year-old son was baptized. Before his friends and loved ones. Under God and before God. For something he truly believed in. And as a mom, I couldn't ask for anything better. And when my 7-year-old and my 6-year-old are old enough, it will be their decision whether or not they want to be baptized. And they will not be coerced. They will not be talked into it. They will not be told that this is what they do or what they're supposed to do. And they're not being baptized into the religion. They're not being baptized into the church. They're being baptized before God for something they believe in. I just wanted to bring this to you because I know that there are a lot of people out there that struggle with their faith. They struggle with believing in God and Jesus Christ, whether it be because something really bad has happened to them or something hasn't happened to them and they believe God should do something about it. And God doesn't work that way. God never said life was going to be easy. He only said that it would be worth it. And we can make the best of our life by following His path to the best of our ability. By being faithful. By believing in Him and His Son wholeheartedly. By falling on our knees and praying to Him. letting him know that we love him and believe in him and that we follow him wholeheartedly. You cannot go wrong by following God to the best of your ability. And I truly believe that. So if you are out there and you are having issues, if your life feels like it's falling apart, if your marriage is falling apart, if your life has got you down, stress has got you down, depression has got you down, fall to your knees and pray to our Heavenly Father, because He is there for you. He loves you unconditionally. I have personally seen it. I believe in it wholeheartedly. I am so blessed. My family is so blessed. And I couldn't ask for anything more. So please, ask God. He will help you believe again. He will help you have faith again. He will help you see the light. I truly believe that. I have gone through a lot in my life. I have been emotionally abused. I have been physically abused. I was almost killed. But I have overcome. I have a life that is wonderful and blessed and happy. And that is all due to my faith in God. Because He was with me every step of the way. And He is with you. You just have to believe. You just have to have faith that He is there. Thank you for watching. And I will come back to you again in my next video. God bless.